Perfecto. So, welcome once again, everyone. We're going to start off with a quick game, which is called Which Face is Real? All right. So, what's going to happen now is that you see two faces on the screen. One of them is actually not real, it's AI generated, and the other is real. It's going to be a quick guessing game. So, feel free to unmute or type in the chat which face you think is real. Is it the left one or the right one? Hmm. Unmute if you wish to as well. Or chat box. Left or right? Which face is real?
I think it's the one on the right. She has a few more believable lines in her face, and to me, the one on the left is a little too smooth, like AI used something to brush the features.
Awesome. Thank you for your guess, Rebecca. The one on the left is actually the real one. Thank you. All right.
And how
Let's
can you
try.
tell? How can we tell? Is there a way? Is there a way to tell which
Scary.
one is generated by AI? Sorry?
It's actually scary. We'll actually, Nagla, we'll have you guess this one, and then we'll try to find out how they do this. Which face do you think is real, Nagla?
I wouldn't know. It's very difficult to tell. I wouldn't know.
Yes. We're just playing anyway.
Maybe the one on maybe the older man,
The one
probably.
on the right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh, let's see. You are right.
Right?
Hmm.
So it's
Awesome.
just a
Yeah.
wild guess, by the way. There is no rationale behind it whatsoever. It's just my guts, nothing else.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
rationality.
True.
Both have actually wrinkles about their eyes. So, and they both look actually very, very real.
Very true. And that's what's scary about it. Can you imagine how AI can generate something like this? I'm scared. Right, one last time. Play again. Who else would like to try? Feel free to unmute.
I'm not convinced with the eyes.
Hassan, you're saying the right one for this one or for the last pair? Feel
Oh,
free to unmute.
I was saying it for the first one, but I was wrong. So for this one, I think the left should be the right. So I don't know. Left should be
The
the
left one is the real one?
yes.
Okay, let's see. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
All right. So this was just an example of an AI tool or platform that can be used as a form of entertainment in class. Could be between teachers and students as an icebreaker activity, perhaps. This could work. Or as an introduction to artificial intelligence if you discuss this as a topic inside the classroom. So that's the first tool. And I'll be sharing all tools and extra resources again in the WhatsApp group later on, so no worries. Now, the second one is, and before introducing this tool, it's actually because as a teaching assistant in our class, a lot of students love debating. They love arguments. And this is where this can go hand in hand and both be fruitful for educators and for students themselves. As educators, sometimes there are certain topics that you cover in the classroom or within the curriculum. And then as a form of recap, you can actually turn this into a debate. A healthy debate, of course, not one with aggression and things flying over around the classroom. No. One where you respect each other's opinions, of course, listen to each other, while at the same time enhancing students' critical thinking, communication, active listening, time management, and other skills that may be of use. And also sort of recapping or reinforcing the knowledge they have gained throughout the classroom, the curriculum, the subject, the topic of discussion, whatever. And so this debate tool is called AI Debate. Let's take a look together at what it looks like, and I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen. So, AI Debate, as you can see over here, it's going to take you to this page, okay? It says it would hold an intelligent debate with you on nearly any topic. Test your debating skills. Now, how I use this platform with students in class was, again, because we want them to think for themselves first. So we would basically, let's say, in one of the subjects called Education Out of the Box. So as a teaching assistant, one of the topics was about after-school programs. So I transformed the after-school program into a debate topic. And the topic was, as I am typing here, after-school programs should be titles. Gender-based. We had a debate on that. And it was based on their choice, actually. They're the ones who created this prompt or a debate topic. And then before I told them about this debate tool, they came up with points based on whether they were on the proposition or the opposition team. So they came up with their own points, again, to enhance their own critical thinking without having to depend on other resources. If there was time before the actual debate, they would then refer to this debate tool here to see what the opposite team could come up with so they can be prepared. But if there was no time before the actual debate, they could then refer to this tool to add to their knowledge, to add to their points, the points that they came up with as a team. And as a form of empathy as well, to empathize with the other team. So let's see as an example here, what was generated when I typed this prompt. After school programs should be gender-based. Go. So then it starts taking its time. And then over here, it gives you the debate. So approach this topic. Let's first understand the arguments for and against. And it tells you some arguments over here. So for gender-based programs, like addressing gender inequality, enhancing self-esteem and confidence, encouraging gender-specific skills. And then against that, promoting stereotypes, reduced opportunity for interaction, inefficient use of resources, and so on. So this was a way for them to empathize with the other team's points of view, at the same time adding to the points that they would personally come up with, as an example of a debate tool. All right. Now, the third one, which is actually also related to debates and adds to this, and this is to be done asynchronously, like in their own time and for the love of debating. There is one called Master Debate or Master Debater. And how that is done is, let me take you to the page. So you type here, you either type here the topic that you want, and then you actually debate against someone else virtually, all right? Or you can ask the tool over here by clicking on randomize to come up with a topic for you. So let's click on randomize, for example. And then, whoops, a topic came up and it said, the role of technology in education. That's an interesting and relevant topic. So if you click on next, you then get to choose the person you want to debate with. You have some examples here. Ben Shapiro, Elon Musk, whatever, whoever it is, okay? It won't be them in person, physically, of course, but maybe their thoughts, perhaps? I don't know how. Or you can just ask the tool itself to pick a person for you. So if I click on randomize over here, they chose for me to debate against a graphic designer. Not sure how that's going to happen. But then you start debating, and here you can sign up as well to add to more features, and you can actually start debating with this anonymous graphic designer on the topic itself. So you don't have to sign up. It could just be that. And then here you have debating technology and education with a graphic designer. You say your point of view, you send it, then the graphic designer responds, you respond, and it's like a one-to-one debate between you and the anonymous graphic designer, which is again fun. So this is the third tool I wanted to share with you today. And I know I have time constraints and I have to get running on the road, but I hope you found those three useful. They're both informative for the students themselves, so they can also enhance their debate skills on their own, even asynchronously, not necessarily within the classroom environment or walls. And at the same time, it could help teachers or professors sort of recap the knowledge the students have gained so far within the course related to any topic and help them enhance their debate and communication skills as well. I hope you enjoyed it. I will share some resources in the WhatsApp group. Thank you all for having me, and I'll continue silently in the meeting as I multitask.
Thank you a lot, Alia, for sharing all of that. And once Alia shared that on the WhatsApp group, I will post it on the Facebook group as well. That is like for those who do not have an access to the WhatsApp group, they can have an access on the Facebook group as well. So let's move to another AI tools that I myself use. In many cases, I use Millie tools sometimes to create for me WhatsApp slides for a topic that I wanted to present without thinking more about how to do that, just giving the information, and it created for me the PowerPoints immediately. And this another tool that I'm using sometimes if I want an article to be summarized automatically to give me or highlight the key points for me without reading. I don't have time to do that. Maybe it's very boring. I wanted to analyze it and find the key ideas. So let's here start. Okay. So this is my first tool that I'm using. Okay, this is a very, very rich platform, AI platform. It's not only about that you are able, it will enable you to summarize. It might help you to create presentations, images, and even charts. So let's try together right now. If I'm going to upload a file from here, maybe I wanna to have whatever, any file, okay, whatever. Okay, this is, for example, a document that I decided to upload it here. It's a call for proposal. So automatically what happened here on the screen, it summarized for me what this paper is about. Without asking, without anything, just it made it concise, giving me the most important key ideas, and even structured for me some questions if I wanted to ask more or understand more about the topic. I can even after that ask a question. For example, what are the key ideas? Okay. Whatever. It automatically gave me the key ideas. So I can just read that without going in depth in this paper because maybe it's very boring. I don't want to read all of that. Maybe I don't have time to do that. So it helps me to do that. The good about this tool that I can summarize articles and do that. And this is for free. It's mainly using ChatGPT 4. Okay, but it is not ChatGPT 4 because ChatGPT 4 you need to register and to pay money to be able to use it, but this tool is for free. Another thing about this tool as well, sometimes I can change it to AI presentation here. Like for example, to look for initially or whatever is already created, I just can click on it and use it to transform my paper to AI presentation tool. It automatically will do that for me as well. I even can create images here and all of that, just you can do it for free, and that's pretty easy. You can even create your flow chart, just giving it's as well. Can you see it using ChatGPT 4, and it's for free. So even you can give it some information just to create your flow chart if you think that is very hard to do it, or maybe you don't have enough time doing that. So just immediately it can create for you the flow chart. This is one tool. I love it. Another one here is good as well. Okay, create presentations. This is awesome. Very, very awesome AI tool because you don't need to create anything or to create any PowerPoint on your own. Just you are giving the platform, what are your contexts that you want to have it in a PowerPoint presentation. And just immediately, it goes immediately by having the words that you're going to offer to turn it into slides. You are merely doing what? You are telling the AI tool here how many slides that you wanted to have. Do you want to have this kind of charts in your slides? So like you are mainly giving orders what the kind of format you are looking forward to having or to present with your PowerPoint. The good about this tool, there is this kind of an explanation here. I'm going to play it, but I need to understand why.
Hi, this is a short video on how to use Slides AI to create a...
Sorry, but there's a problem. I'm going to find out what is there. Yes. I don't know what is the problem. It refused to.
Hi, now go through these steps.
Here it is.
So all the instructions are also linked, mentioned in this blog post. You can click on learn how to use it. We'll just go through these steps. First of all, you can click on this link. It will take you to the Google Workspace. It's sort of a Play Store for Google Workspace apps. So you will see an install option over here. You can click on that and follow all the steps. I've already installed that, so I can just go ahead and start creating the presentation. So if you go to slides.new, it will create a blank presentation for you. So I'll go to slides.new. It has created this blank presentation. Now you will find Slides AI under extension, Slides AI, generate slides. There's also Magic Write. I'll explain it later, but let's click on generate slides. Now it will take a couple of seconds to load. Yeah, so this is the sort of interface. I'll just show you around. You can change your themes from these. Now these are all the themes, and we have some beta features for that are private to some users. So you can click on I'll choose this dark theme, right? I click on text. Let's try one of the examples. Let's take this example and let's use number of slides as, and yeah, let's keep all the thing as default. Now it will take a couple of seconds, probably a minute, to for the AI to summarize information and put all those texts onto Google Slide. Now the slides are created. So yeah, it says the slides have been created. We can close out of this. This is just a blank slide. Also, your entry text will be saved in the speaker note of the first slide. So if you want to copy this, feel free to. I'll just go ahead and delete this slide. Now we have these slides. These are the slides that slides are created. Some of the sort of, you can see this text overflowing. You can easily fix this by if you click on this text and click on this shrink text to overflow, this will keep the text inside this box only. Now these are the slides. Now let's say I want to change this image. Now I can go to extension, Slides AI, go to Magic Write. Magic Write is kind of a suite of AI tools to help you quickly create presentation faster. One of the features is this image search. By default, you'll get image recommendation based on your text. I mean, based on your slide. Now, okay, since we are talking about autonomous buses, we have, received the image of, let's say I want to use this image. I can simply choose this shape, click on use this. Hopefully it would work. See, I mean, the image, we have, in a few seconds, we have replaced the image. Now, if I wanted to search for, images, I can search for, let's say, bus. Okay, let's say I want to use this image. Sometimes the image recommendation or the default image might not be relevant, but you can easily replace the images, after the slides are created. Also, chances are Slides AI won't give you 100%, 100% result. You would need to tweak some of the things. Yeah, this is Magic Write image recommendation, or you can, use our paraphrase sentences. I'll leave it up to you for you to explore, but this is pretty much it. One more thing. Okay, I'll just quickly show you how you can, for some users, let's say I want to, edit these numbers. I can simply go to slide, edit theme. Now, if you notice, I'm not able to select these values, right? Because this is part of the layout. I can go to slide, edit theme. Now I can maybe remove these or add or edit these however you like. This is one of the sort of confusing things that we usually get. Okay, that's pretty much it. Please feel free to reach out to me by email or support. Happy to help. Thank you.
I hope you like that, but I'm using this tool because in many cases, whatever I'm going to when creating my PowerPoint, they are not anymore exactly like those created by AI. The AI creation here is starting to be more attractive, and the slides being very attractive, and maybe it will just like take for me 5 minutes creating PowerPoints rather than staying the whole day thinking about how to create it in an attractive way. And there are many others for creating AI PowerPoint slides, but this one of the easiest ones I liked the most because it's very easy to use and follow the steps other than the rest. The last thing, and this is based on many, they asked for that, how far we were able as being teachers to assess our students' writing. If there is an AI tool that can help us to do that, there is, okay, one that is super cool and nice as well, and super easy, can help teachers and educators very easily to assess their students' writing if they are more with writing, and even if we want for us as educators to check our writings as well. So there is a sample. There is a sample that is written here by maybe one of the students. Okay, and it's automatically did what here. As you see, it gives us like a feedback on how far in terms of grammar and spelling, style, a sentence length, and all of that, giving us a feedback. Okay. However, I wanted to have like a summary feedback about it. How can I understand what should I write for my students? And this is a summary report where we are able to write for your students how far the writing, what are the problems with writing itself. And this is very, very useful for educators who are more concerned with giving feedback about the writing itself. Like, for example, here, yes, the grammar check here, it's 33% for this passage. So what is the problem here? It started in the books to get in a box here or a table, giving what is the problem mainly, or the redundant problems that appears on the text. And with the spelling, it said that there is a zero spelling, and that's good. More suggestion for your document, and this is like another table for suggestion. Sorry. And here, another suggestion about the style score. What about the style? And here another table giving us feedback where educators can help educators to facilitate their mission when giving feedback to their students. The passive voice, and here grades should be having to overuse the passive voice in your writing, engagement, language, everything, emotions. It's like very, very detailed. What about the adverbs? And here is the feedback that the adverb is not that strong in this writing piece. And so on, more and more analysis for the writing, the sentence length, how it is that, and here more analysis for educators to give for their students with that. Will make life easier for mainly teachers who are more focused with writing. And here again, if you can see, still with the feedback, okay, sense structure, and this is a free tool to be used and to support educators with their collections. And even the pacing, can you see here how it goes? Consistency, repeated checks, dialogue, everything, you'll find it here. And you can even print it that immediately, where it can help you to have it like a feedback for a student with his or her writing, a detailed feedback actually to improve. You can just give this to your students. I use it actually in online class, and the feedback I received, it was very nice. Like I gave them like an initial feedback using that, because the writing was very, very basic. So I felt like I cannot waste a lot of time just telling them that you have a problem with your subject-verb agreement, or you have a problem with just like the adverb is not that correct in using. So I used this tool and I give report to students just to look at it and improve their writings, their pieces, and submit again for me with a further or like more in-depth feedback that might help them, more kind of feedback that more focused on the idea of their style in writing, how to improve their tone, their voices, more this kind of more feedback that needs actually a teacher, not an AI tool. And it was very helpful because they improved a lot the writing after that, because it's mainly focused on the basic problems like grammar, spelling, the initial style problem, how far their sentences is too long, you have to shorten your sentences, the type of sentences, this kind of basic understanding of grammar that students just relied on this report, where they improved their pieces and then submitted again for further understanding. And there is another tool here to show them how to do rephrase, for example, rephrasing, because rephrasing is an important thing that they need to learn about as well. For example, here a sentence that was written by a student, for example, and like as a teacher telling the student, this is not a good sentence, it's redundant, you repeated it a lot in your writing, see how far you can find another way to rephrase your sentence. And this is when they started to use the rephrase ideas. But before doing that, they learned very carefully about how to do that, how to understand what's meant by paraphrase and rephrase, and how can they do it. And the AI tool is more like helping them more to think about it critically and showing them how to do it. And then they try on their own as well doing that. And here is thesaurus as well, which is very good for them. Like, for example, I highlighted for them words that I found they are very basic in their writing, and they might think for another vocabulary that might work better in this context, where they start looking for thesaurus, and they start thinking about how can they change the word, and looking at how can kind of words that can replace what they used already. And here the overused as well. It's very good to use it to show students how far their words were used over and over in their text, where they need to change, because we cannot overuse the same vocabulary along our text redundantly. So this is where they find out the overused words that they need to change, or to find synonyms that work better. And there is a tool that all the time I'm using with my students. Beside that, when teaching writing, because my focus all the time, I'm teaching writing. I'm still teaching writing online with Egyptian students, mainly out of the US. Okay, so how do I teach them how to find the best synonyms for them? Because synonyms does not work interchangeably within the context, and this is well known. So what kind of tool I'm using here? I'm using, for me, this tool is good beside that, which helps students as well a lot. It's called Just the Word. Okay, this is a very nice AI platform as well. So here, just for example, I'm telling them they want to replace the word engagement, for example. So engagement here, they learn what are the most used verbs with the word engagement. If they wanted to add verb to the sentence, they learn what is the most proper adjective and preposition, nouns, articles with the word engagement. And even it gives them, if they decided to use the verb announce engagement, they just click on it. It gives them some sentences that might help them to think about how they can form sentences that work better with their context, or to think about or look at this sentence as being samples as a guide for them when trying to form sentences in their pieces of writing. And this is a tool I use in parallel with the one other, and this one other is called that I'm using as well is Pro Writing 8, and I complement that with Just the Word. So I'm using both of them interchangeably when doing writing. Yeah, I will share everything, Maha, here for sure. So there are actually millions of AI tools that they are countless. I would like to give room to anyone who would like to share an AI tool that they are using as well. Thank you so much, Hassan. I will add the links right now, because for me, Pro Writing 8 and Just the Word, they are like a blessing in my life, because they are helping me a lot when teaching students how to write. And they are totally the writing is like very basic, needs a lot of support. So in the class, rather than wasting their time to focus on just this kind of challenges, like very basic challenges in grammar, like subject verb agreement, they can go at a deeper level, because they learn on their own how to develop this, or how to understand these challenges and trying to overcome that with their pieces of writing. Thank you so much. So anyone here would take the lead, sharing kind of AI tool that you are personally use and helping you? Until thinking, I can share another tool. Actually, my students, they told me about. I have to tell that it is not mine. And they are my Egyptian students. Okay, because I'm mainly focusing with mainly I'm an IELTS exec. I used to be an IELTS examiner in Egypt, so I'm teaching IELTS mainly with a focus of academic writing. So this is for a long period of time. I'm still doing that. So my students, they shared with me this tool. If you wanna share it with you as well, because I found it very helpful. but overusing it, it will be very, very hard in learning how to write. But they shared that with me, so it's good to share it with you until you think about whatever any AI tool that you are using, and you might share after that.
I have a question, Lamia.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so sorry I came in late, but the AI tools that we've discussed, are they put into categories, and has anyone talked about AI for research purposes?
Sorry, again, the question, Dixon, it was not clear. I'm sorry.
Okay. Is it clear? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So the question is, I said I'm sorry for coming late. I came in around, I think,
That's okay. It's hop in, hop off.
So I'm not, yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm not aware if anyone had presented or shared any AI tools for research purposes.
For what? I'm sorry.
I think she's saying, have anybody used AI tools for research purposes? Is that right, Dixon?
Yeah.
Yeah, research purposes, no far. Alia shared something related to debating inside classroom, how to create a debate. And I share tools related to mainly writing and summarizing. If you have a big article that you wanted to summarize this might be helpful for research as well if we are thinking about lit review. Okay, because I will share the link right now. I think I shared the link, the last one, because here, like formal articles, you might add it to this tool or upload it to this tool, where if you are more concise or more focused with a certain part in this article, it might summarize for you what this article said about this concept, for example.
Okay.
And we have a shared link that I need to share his as well for one of our group members who mainly shared with us 15 minutes about AI tools that he used. He's apologizing for not being able to be here today. However, he's one of very active member that he never missed one meeting. But so he recorded his like tools that he's mainly using all the time, and his tools related to lit review, how to write lit review. I will share it right now here in the chat box for everyone, and it's open where you can, any one of you can listen and know about what he said. I'm going to have, so I'm trying to find the link right now from our WhatsApp group. Okay, and I will add it in our, yeah, here it is. And this is his message.
I think concerning the question related to research, I think I have a tool that can help with research,
Yeah,
but
please.
it's not free.
It's not
It's
free.
not free.
However,
So,
share it.
no,
share
it is not free.
Okay, share it as well.
Sorry?
Okay, please
I
share it.
will, but I had a question related to that.
Yeah.
Is this ethical? I
Because
mean, if we're using AI to write the research for a thesis, for instance.
no, we are not writing the research.
I
Because
mean,
this
but
is
it helps, right? Are there
Yeah.
policies against that? Should we declare in any way or acknowledge the usage of AI? Is it acceptable?
No, we are not using any, I don't know, I'm talking on my behalf and I don't know about others, but we are not using AI tools to write for us research papers, because in the end, the research paper is our mindsets and our opinions and ideas. Okay, because if you're going to have the AI tool, I know, by the way, a site that can write for you papers. However, in the end, it's not your own ideas. So this is totally very unethical to write something like that. But we are using the AI tool for other things, like, for example, if you have this kind of like 200 pages and you don't have the time to read all of that, and you are focusing on one concept in the 200 pages, you can have an AI tool just to grab every quote in the book related to this concept, and you take the quotes and start you analyze on yourself and write your research paper. It's not about writing for you, it's more about helping you with summarizing and getting what exactly you need from the context.
So do universities have set policies for using AI? I mean, it makes sense for me as we speak now. If I'm doing a research, for instance, and I did all the work and I put it all together, and I did my homework, I read the research paper, articles and books and all, and I put it all together, but then I need to review it. Sometimes people hire editors, for
Yeah.
instance, to do that.
So that's in many cases so far, and even when we were at the AUC, many just paid money to review their final thesis because they needed second eye. Nowadays, with an IA tool, you don't need that. Just this AI tool can review for you the grammar, for example, without this kind of aiming to have someone to read your paper.
That's excellent. That's excellent. I understand this totally, and I believe it's ethical. It's not against the rules or anything, but do universities approve of that?
So the point in the US, I don't know about the AUC in Egypt or Egypt so far, but I know that the US, there is a big change in that to the extent that they are starting to use AI as being educators. Yes, and there is a big change. And even, for example, here in my university, UMass Amherst, I found that I have an access to PDF Microsoft, somehow like a PDF tool that they give access to students. And when I checked this PDF tool, I found that it's connected with an AI to summarize for me the article. So I'm using it. I found this is kind of like an open access from my university. If I have an article, it gives me the overall idea of this article by summarize for me a paragraph about it. And this PDF is called, if you wanna to know about it, for me it was super cool. I didn't know that I have an access for that before until I was checking just like by coincidence like that, and I found that they are giving access to students to this PDF, a specific like application. And when I use it, I found it just like it's built within an AI tool to help me with summarizing what I'm reading, because the idea is it's not unethical that you are summarizing a big book or something like that. It's more unethical that you find an AI tool writing for you.
I'm glad to hear that, Lamia. I'm with AI, by the way. I just felt that universities are kind of pushing back and not acknowledging.
No, I don't think that nowadays they are doing that, because the university themselves that are offering AI tools for their Dixon. I'll take your question right now, but I will share that. The university right now, they are offering AI tools for students. For example, my daughter is here in high school, and in high school, they are giving them for every student an AI application as if it's a private tutor. Whenever she does not understand any concept on math, for example, she tends to use the AI to explain for her what she cannot get on her own. So that's even they are offering AI tools for students to learn. But again,
that's good to hear, and I hope that we catch up and we apply these methods and stop pushing back because it's gonna happen anyway. I mean,
It's
that
going
is
to
very
happen anyway, but the unethical part again that I'm still concerned with, to have an
yes.
AI tool that could write for us all our work, because this is
Okay.
unethical. It should be our ideas, it should be our pieces, it should be everything. Maybe what is facilitating here is facilitating for us some summaries, PowerPoints, presentations, and somehow like that, but not the ideas.
Right.
So Dixon has a question. Can you share, please, the tool that you are talking
Yeah.
about as well?
Okay. So it
Magda?
really isn't a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, Dixon.
Okay, great. So it isn't really a question, just a continuation of what I was trying to, the question I was trying to ask before. Well, I just want to say, Lamia, thanks for sharing those. I think I'm going to check out all the ones that you have shared. And well, since this is recorded, I can also get to the ones that Alia has shared with us. I would like to just, because I was planning to actually present and share some of the ones that I use. I mean, especially some of the research tools that were
I would
really
appreciate
meaningful
if
to
you
me at
share
the end of my master's.
please share them. Please share them.
But I currently I'm using my phone, so I don't have access to all the manipulations I can do with my computer. So I'll just maybe say that perhaps someone has already shared it, but I find LeapMap very resourceful. I would put the link there. So it's leapmaps.com, and what it mainly does is it connects you with other research. So you just put
So can you give me the link I can open on my end while you explain?
Okay, great. It's I'm just gonna type it.
Yeah, thank you so much. I can open the link, access it through my computer, and you explain the tool.
Okay. Okay, so that's leapmap. Leapmaps.com.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. I will access it right now.
So as I was saying, LeapMaps has been very useful for me. This I discovered towards the end of my master's, in connecting different scientific literature. So if you are, for example, you're trying to find, you're writing on feedback, for example. You're writing on feedback in higher education or feedback in PK-12 to 12.
Could I write
you can easily...
Just guide me.
Oh, okay. Well, you can just type feedback in higher education, and you will find. So I would say,
wow,
history
wow,
of,
that's amazing. By the way, to find the lit review.
Yeah, you find a history of different papers that have been, and different studies that have been done in that area, and you will also see how they cite each other as well. You know.
Yeah, that's very
you'll see. So it sort of connects. It's sort of, you know, like the idea of like a social network. So someone wrote this paper in, say, in the 90s, and someone then copied it, and someone cited it. You can just see everything. You can see how it's been, how the idea, the theory has been used, how it's been applied over time. I just find it very resourceful. It can be overwhelming because then it's a lot. Like you find a lot, but you have to. But it's just like it gives you this idea of not necessarily where it started from, but several people who have you know, conducted you know, studies in this area.
So we need to understand.
That's one of the.
Thank you so much, Jackson. But we need to understand. So right now, this kind of a chart is telling us all of these researchers used the concept from Evans 2013. or cited his work.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what does it mean. Okay, by the way, this is very helpful for anyone wanted to write research.
Yeah, yeah. So this is a very good tool for research. But you want to pace yourself, especially if you want to look through all those stuff. But it gives you options.
Yes.
And another one that I find, I think Lamia shared a similar tool, which is Chat PDF. I actually recommended this to someone recently.
Yeah.
Chat PDF only allows, I think, it's limited to 2 or 3.
Wait, can you give the link? I'm sorry, Dixon. Give me the link to share the screen.
Okay, Chat PDF.
Chat PDF, like
PDF.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here it is.
Yeah.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So it's very simple to use. All you have to do is upload the paper, and it will do the same thing. It will summarize it. It will give you different. It's almost like interactive. It allows you to interact with the paper, so you can ask any question. You can ask, what are the theoretical framework used in this paper, and it would just tell you what it is. You can ask, what's the methodology used, and it would just, I find it very interesting. So I'd like to share that as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can try it, Lamia, if you have any PDF, any paper on your computer, you can just upload it.
Yeah, I upload.
You can just drag it. It works as dragging.
It's
very useful.
That's super cool. This is like the other one. Wow, it gives here, like, here is the article. Okay. And here is.
But it does not only do that. You can ask questions. So you see the part below it. You can ask questions. What's the main methodology used in this paper, for example? And it will answer.
Wow. Wow, it's super.
You can ask about the findings. You can ask about, different views. What's the limitation? It's just, it's a very interesting one that I think I will be using more. And I think I will subscribe because he only allows about 2 to 3 PDFs for the free version. So I think I will be, it's very useful. I find it very useful. So that's that. There is another one that.
Tell me what you.
Okay, so there is another one called Elicit.
Elicit?
Elicit is very similar to Chat PDF.
That's correct.
Elicit. Well, you need to have an account to be able to use that.
I know. I'm sorry. This is what is correct that I wrote it on the screen right now. Okay, so it's different. Yeah.
Elicit. So Elicit works the same as Chat PDF. However, it allows for more. You can use more. You don't have to upload. You just type in, or you just copy the reference. You copy the reference, and it just it opens up the paper itself, and then it also gives you further references, and you can ask questions about whatever question you want to ask, whatever you want to know more about the paper. You can get that there, as well as reference. I love the part where you also have references, and it can help you to do the same thing. You just click the references, and it opens up, and you can navigate the material without reading the entire content. So those are the ones that I said I would love to share. I use Semantic Scholars for finding scientific literature as well, especially for references.
What should I
currently, I I think everybody does. We all use Semantic Scholar.
No, but in
For
case that someone does not know, so just let me know what should I write here.
Semantic Scholar.
Semantic. We all yes use it, but that's in case.
Yeah.
Okay. So what should I write? Guide me. What should I write?
So really, the way I use Semantic Scholar is to find papers. Sometimes I could write the name of the author and the year. Other times I use a title. But it helps me. I use this mainly for references, to check my references and make sure it's accurate. I'm actually currently using it at the moment to help with reviewing some literature, just to ensure the accuracy. And that I'm using Semantic, and so if it's not on Semantic, then I have to, I check on the internet. If it's not on the internet, then the paper probably doesn't exist. It's probably AI generated. So I find Semantics very useful in checking for the accuracy of your references, or even getting a format. So if it's MLA or APA or whichever, if it's ABERT, you can always get, you don't have to generate your references from the start. You just put the name and the year, and it just brings everything how you click it, and then you click the type that you want, the type of reference format that you want, whether it is MLA or APA. So I find that very useful as well. I have others, but I think I will stop here. I can just share on the chat for anyone who is interested. I think this is what the meeting really is about, for us to be able to share resources with each other. So I will definitely be sharing more on the chat, but I'll stop here. Thank you.
Yeah, we can share a lot in our groups after that. The last one that I told you about, that my students told me about. So here it is. It's called, okay, this is not the screen I wanted. I want this is the screen. Okay, this called, I'm trying to remember its name. Yeah, I remembered its name. That's good. Okay, sorry.
Was it the one you typed in the chat earlier, Foxit?
No, this is the PDF that I have an access to right now in my university. And when I had an access to, I found by coincidence that this new PDF format is, when you are reading any PDF paper, you just have this kind of like a side tool summarizing for you the PDF, or giving you the overall idea of this paper. And you can ask it as well to tell you if you don't understand a certain concept in the paper. It explains as well. This is called PDF Foxit. Rather than using Adobe Reader, they shifted to use PDF Foxit, and when I had an access, I found that. So let's say here, quote. This is, I knew about it from my student. It's an AI tool as well. Okay, this mainly it's about what it enhances the writing. For example, after the writing, it's somehow close to the idea of Grammarly, but they said that it's more practical than Grammarly, because Grammarly is mainly focusing on the basic challenges, and you need to subscribe if you wanted to have it more focusing on in-depth challenges, or like to go more in depth in the paper. So they are using this, which is after they do write a paper, you need to subscribe here for sure, and I'm not. So they are using this to have their papers in that format. There's like screen with an opening screen where they can add their pieces of writing, and then after that they start Quillbot is an AI tool, start doing what, checking their grammar and suggesting what is the problem with their grammar. If they do write a sentence that they didn't paraphrase well, and it like quoted from a place, so it gives them like a feedback, no, this sentence need to be paraphrased, it is not correct like that. It even gives them explanation about their challenges in writing, what is wrong, what they need to fix and why. It explains for them the rules themselves and guide them how to better the writing. And even it helps them with detecting tones, and tones is very challenging for anyone who starts learning how to write, because this is one of very advanced level, because not every writer has tone in his writing, and this is what differs a student from another in terms of the tone. And I think that it might benefit anyone who is writing as well. If you wanted to improve his or her or their pieces, it might benefit anyone. But this kind of, like my students, they are using this Quillbot AI tool. But you need to register to be able to access it. Any others wanted to share any AI tool? It's called, I will write it. And no one does have any tool to share anymore?
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for a lovely information. I would like to share the one I've used. I'm still primitive, as I said. I've just used the Gemini Google one. I'm a learning difficulty specialist, and I'm just located in Egypt. So I'm looking of getting some of my scale translated into English. So assessment scales, I'm saying. So I needed to translate. So I used the Gemini from Google, the normal Google one, and it wouldn't take the scan. It had to be written, which I didn't have access, and I was really struggling to type all that because it's about like 200 and something questions. So I used the Gemini to dictate instead of typing my Arabic questions. I used
appreciate Mary to tell me the spelling of your tool where I can write it and share a screen.
Yes. Just a second. I'm a bit. I'm not very good at high tech. I don't. Just give me a second.
Sure. Take your
Yeah. Oh, did I go? Just a second. Yeah, I'll put it on the chat.
Okay, thank you so much.
It's a lovely one. Gemini. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
I'll take it and share
Yeah.
screen right now.
Yeah. I was just mentioning that it saved my typing of each of the items that I needed to write, and there were so many. So I had the Arabic keyboard, and I put the mic on the Arabic keyboard. I pressed it, and I started dictating, reading the Arabic questions I wanted. And I gave instructions to translate into English, for example. And after I read it, I checked, sometimes it doesn't get it right. So I adjusted it and then I pressed enter and it gave me a beautiful translation. And it even went further. You can go into advanced. You can ask for further versions. It was really handy and helpful. To my knowledge, I had my husband help me, so I think he needed to adjust the language first in that Gemini thing to say that I want you to translate from Arabic, and it had to have the Arabic, version there. So it's very, very nice and practical. And that's my experience, and I'm learning more from you now, everybody. I do have a question about my next stage, where is I've got the translated, and I need to do some statistics. I don't know which program can help me put the scale. If, for example, if my learner scored 40, for example, and I would tell them that if they scale between 40 and 90, this is where they fit in the scale that I'm doing. And from there, I also want the AI to write me a report. So does any of you have a clue of
To have a report that contains some statistics?
yes, to print me a report? I would put the scale, the grid, and then they would take the information according to the questionnaire that I have, and it would come up with the ready-made report.
Just here, you provide information and the statistics all the time, and you need an AI tool that's writing the final report for you.
Yes, please.
Anyone has an idea about that?
Okay, so the tool that I have used, it's not free. I don't know about any AI, but I have used Qualtrics in research, and still currently use Qualtrics. If you have access to Qualtrics, it will make your life easy.
Can you type it, please, Dixon, to have Mary?
But Qualtrics I don't think it's open to individual. That's the only thing.
Just like
it's
if Mary,
research.
it's just if Mary wants to subscribe, she can use it.
Okay, I'm gonna type it.
Because many of AI tools, mainly the most professional ones, you need to subscribe.
Okay.
So
You see, I'm still
available open. That's for our luck to find them, but the majority that we're talking about working at more advanced level, they are more. They do need subscription.
Okay.
However, Dixon going to tell you the name of.
Yeah.
That will help you.
What an awesome session, eh?
Yeah, here it is, Qualtrics.
Okay.
If you can get your hand on it, I don't know how, but if you can, it will make your life very easy.
You see, it's not a big one, but it's just one scale, assessment scale that I'm using, and because the questions are too many, it would take me ages if I'm doing a few of these. So but as I said, I'm still relocating, so I'm still lost, but I'm sure we'll get there. Thank you so much.
Any other platforms you think about? Or just we come to the end? and we close our session, or you need to discuss anything more? It's all merely about your decision, not mine.
I think as we perhaps discover more tools, we can share with each other on the chat, WhatsApp chat.
Yeah, it's everything in the WhatsApp chat here. I will take copy and paste of this WhatsApp chat, and I will create, add it to our WhatsApp group. I think that already she did that, Alia, but I will make sure that I will add that. I'm taking copy and paste to everything right now to add it to my Google Doc, where I'm going to clean it and add it to our WhatsApp chat, and I will add it to our Facebook page as well.
I just want to say that this was completely amazing. These are all fantastic tools, and everybody who shared is really, really masterful at what they do. And I'm excited for you guys to be teachers of the next generation of students.
Thank you. Thank you so much. By the way, we are all teachers.
Yes, it seems so.
Yeah, I used to be a teacher, but right now because I'm doing my PhD. So I stopped being teacher and I'm an assistantship right now. But I used to be all my life to be a teacher, whether at schools or at universities after that. So thank you so much for having you here, and I'm looking forward to having you in all of our coming sessions. And if anyone think about a session that would like to come up with, would like to moderate, so Cafe Without Borders is open to anyone. If you wanted to have an idea in your mind, you want to take it at a further level of discussion, just you can post about it and we can come all together to discuss your idea. If you wanted to discuss even an idea related to a paper that you wanted to conduct, but you are not able, or you think that it's kind of like challenging, that you are not able to find where to start, just you can come up with that and saying that I want to help. In our coming session, I wanted to discuss a paper. I don't know where or from where to start. We can come all together and help you or help anyone to construct a new paper by sharing ideas and discussing. So whatever any one of you guys think about the coming session, go ahead and take the lead, please. Okay, thank you so much for being here today. It was an awesome session full of great ideas and great links that I will myself use a lot of them. And looking forward to our meeting the coming month with an idea from your end. Thank you.
Thank you again. Will we be able to communicate on the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, there is a WhatsApp group and there is a Facebook page. There are both.
Okay. That's awesome. And thank you all so much.
Thank you so much.
Lamia, can you share them with us?
Yeah, sure. Are you on the WhatsApp group on Facebook page? I don't know.
On WhatsApp group.
Okay, I will share everything on WhatsApp group and the Facebook page. Everything will be shared, and even the recording, but the recording all the time is uploaded on the Facebook page, not on the WhatsApp group.
Okay, can I know the WhatsApp, the Facebook page name?
Yeah, sure. I can add the link again in the WhatsApp group. If you go to Facebook, write Cafe Without Borders, you'll find it immediately. However, I will share the link for the Facebook again on our WhatsApp group.
Okay, thank you.
Most welcome. Hi, Karim. Thank you for attending.
Okay, goodbye for now. Thanks.
Bye. Okay. Hi, Karim. Thank you.
You talked to me while I was logging out.
That's okay, because I know about it. I need to stop recording. Okay. I need to stop recording.
Yes. Can you hear me?